Hello, everybody, and welcome to the BME Talks Everything Wrestling. This is episode 17. I am Ricky, and as always, I'm with
Courtney.
And today we are going to be talking about PWX's March Madness.
Yeah.
Madness is truly a word to describe this show.
Well, at least yeah, but definitely the ending.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
So the main things that happen for this show, unfortunately for the PWX fans, it was announced that they stripped Beastman of the Three Rivers title.
Yeah.
And suspended him for 45 days.
I want to say it's 45.
Due to an altercation that happened either in the ring or backstage or something. They didn't really give too much details about what happened.
Yeah, I wish we had more information to give you.
So, they set up kind of like a tournament style with eight deserving wrestlers to be in this tournament to crown the new Three Rivers champion.
Yeah.
So the first match on the card was match 1 in this tournament type thing. It was Chris Taylor versus Christian Black. Now, we've talked about them fighting each other before, but nothing in the stakes of their match being as high stake as this one.
Yeah.
Christian Black showed his heart out in this match.
Let's be real. Christian Black took the fight to Captain Chris Taylor.
Yeah.
And there were so many times in the course of this match where you thought Christian Black was going to win.
Yeah.
I've said this every time I've ever talked about Christian Black. He is right on the verge of getting a real push.
Mm-hmm.
He's almost at the top of that hill. He's almost over. I believe in Christian Black, and I can't wait to see him get over. And maybe it's going to happen sooner than later. Who knows?
Yeah. So just like Courtney said, we all thought that Christian Black was going to win, but
several times.
Of course, typical Chris Taylor, he pulled out the victory at the final minutes with a devastating Chris KO, I should call it.
Sure.
His Chris Cutter picked up the victory, so he moves on. Now, we don't know. Let's go out there and say we don't know when how it's going to go. Whether it's going to be a fatal 4-way or if they're going to continue this whole tournament style thing,
elimination style tournament.
So, and we don't even know when they're going to be facing each other next. I'm assuming at the next show.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be at the next show. You just don't know the details yet. So, PWX is being kind of sketchy with this whole situation.
Yeah.
That kind of indicates to me that something else is going on. Who knows? That's above my pay grade, but it's getting interesting. It's definitely making you want to watch.
Yeah. So, Chris Taylor advances. Let's just say it like that.
Yeah.
The next match we had, it was...
Who is it?
The highlight of the night. Classic Chris Helmsley. He took on PWX's certified luchador, Torn Flight. Very competitive match between these two.
Definitely.
Helmsley has gotten a hell of a lot better in that ring from the time that he started out. He's another one that's impressed me.
Yeah, definitely in this match, you can see him carrying himself more like a veteran each and every time. Where we keep it 100 on here, I didn't see that from Torn Flight. I don't know if he's in a slump, but it seems like it was his knee that was injured, right?
Yeah.
It seems like ever since he came back from that knee injury, he just hasn't been the same caliber of competitor.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he was very hesitant to do like his typical lucha stuff, like the high flying, top rope, off the rope stuff. He tried to keep it grounded, and with somebody as the caliber of Chris Helmsley, you don't want to do that with him. You cannot out wrestle this man. He's classic for a reason.
Alright, so I'm not gonna fanboy out as much as that guy, but I do agree with the overall sentiment. Like, I get what you're saying. I just don't think Torrin's been that impressive. And then that pedigree that Creven hit at the end was really, really good.
Yeah.
It was solid. Probably the best pedigree I've seen since Triple H. So I give Helmsley all the credit in the world.
I mean, granted, he did have a little bit of help from his new, what can you call him? His, not his manager, but his,
I would say manager.
His advisor. His advisor, Paul Atlas.
Yeah.
Did help Chris Helmsley pick up the victory here by distracting.
Like shit, by the way.
Yeah, so then
he distracted Torrin, and Torrin walked right into a beautifully delivered pedigree.
Yeah.
One of the best pedigrees I've seen.
Yeah.
Outside Triple H. So you want to talk about the next match?
No, I'd like to talk about what happened at the end.
Okay, well, go ahead.
So, there was a beatdown of Torn Flight. Lewis comes out. For whatever reason, Lewis clears the ring of one classic Chris Helmsley
and Paul Atlas.
Mm-hmm. So apparently a nerd swinging a chair was enough to clear the ring. Anyway, so the ring is cleared, and then out comes Locked and Loaded.
For those of you who don't know, Locked and Loaded is the newly formed tag team of Duke Davis and Pro Wrestling's All-Star Gannon Jones Jr.
Yeah, and they leveled Lewis and Torn Flight. Just
demolished them.
It was bad.
They came in like a wrecking ball, everybody, and they tore that building down.
Yeah, for sure.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Who do you think can actually challenge Locked and Loaded?
Besides us?
Besides us.
Ooh,
on a legit level.
On a legit level?
Team Mega?
I have no idea. It's
going to be tough to actually dethrone these two giants.
Yeah.
So anyway, we go back into the Three Rivers title contention tournament / whatever.
Yeah.
This has a little bit of a personal rivalry. They went at each other on social media a little bit, to the point to where the Rev even called in on Bubba's show and told him that he sucked and all this, which was awesome, by the way.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, so it was the Rev, Ronell Hunt, versus Bubba the Bulldog.
Yes. But before we get into the actual competition, and we're going to get there, let's talk about what the Rev did when he was on the mic. The Rev was in a zone. He was talking shit like a champ. And there was this one particular fan that was giving him shit, chanting that he sucks. And he was like, you probably know a lot about sucking. Go get some teeth.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I fucking died.
I've never seen the Rev like that, and that was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, the Rev has always been outspoken, has always been just a lot of personality on the Rev. But that was great.
Can we talk about who was in the audience cheering on the Rev tonight? Besides us? Obviously, you were. You're wearing the Rev Has Spoken t-shirt, everybody.
And you can preach that.
But there was also a celebrity in the house that was cheering on the Rev.
Who?
Who? KDKA's own weatherman, Ron Smiley.
Yeah. It was kind of cool. Rev was like, you're not the only person that has friends in the entertainment or media industry.
In the media industry, yeah.
So, he got on the mic and told Bubba that the Rev was going to kick his ass.
Yeah, verbatim, too. Verbatim, everybody.
You're welcome.
And that's exactly what happened, too.
Pretty much.
Bubba got a couple good offensive moves in there, but pretty much the Rev dominated that match.
Lots of hard, stiff competition in this match. Lots of bumps going on. I commend Bubba for being able to go at that level at his age. Not calling him old, but for a wrestler,
For a vet.
he kind of is.
Yeah.
So I was really impressed by that.
I don't know how you feel about it, but to me, it feels good seeing the Rev get a small little singles push outside the tag team division.
Yeah, I've always been impressed with the Rev. I'm happy, as you said, to see him get a singles push, but I'm also happy to see Bubba lose after talking shit on the gavel. Do you see what this man's shirt says? It says "Lawless is flawless."
Not ballless.
Flawless, Bubba. And he's gonna come back, and he's gonna show you.
Before we continue with this, can we just take a moment of silence to realize that Lawless was not there tonight? The greatest man in indie wrestling, we did not see his presence. Let's just take a moment of silence right now. Thank you, everybody.
I know, it was hard for you as well.
It was hard for me, and I'm wearing the man's shirt. It was really hard for me.
You're always with us in spirit, Gavel. And Lady Lawless, we got something for you because we love you very, very much.
And we miss you just as much as we miss the gavel.
Very much so.
So, something strange happened next. New...
Just out of
the PWX Academy, AJ Matthews comes in the ring. He gets on the mic and he says, "You guys witnessed last show didn't go very well when I called out..." Whoever he called out. I don't even remember. He goes, "I basically got my ass kicked in 2 minutes."
And turned into a pretzel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Was his exact words.
So, what's he do? He's coming out, and by the way, he's out there with a stop sign in his hand. He has the
audacity.
It's a good word. The audacity to call out Shirley Doe and challenge him to a hardcore match.
Like,
you die.
Well, exactly. Like, you really want to die, kid. Like, this kid wants his career to be over before it even truly begins.
So Shirley Doe came out. He said, "You know what? Let's do this." He let AJ
have it.
Get a few smacks in with the stop sign. Yeah, pretty much like that. He did that twice. It really pissed Shirley Doe off. So what's Doe do? He hits him in the back. He hits him in the stomach with the sign, cracks him in the back, and then lays him out with one of the most vicious sign shots to the cranium.
Right to the dome. He's gonna kill that little bastard.
Poor AJ Matthews, man. He didn't even stand a chance in this match.
Who, aside from Pav Novak, would want to get into a hardcore match with Shirley Doe? I don't understand.
Novak would.
I would, because
you would?
Shirley Doe, to me, is the indie version of Raven.
I think you're giving him far too much credit.
No, he really is.
I'm not gonna talk shit on Doe. I don't mean any disrespect. I'm just saying I wouldn't want to do it. But yeah, this match lasted like a minute and a half. Ridiculous on the part of AJ Matthews.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. At least, you know, I mean, he does have balls.
And at the end of the day, look what we're doing right now. We're talking about him.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe AJ's smarter than we think.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
Just saying.
He did gain the attention of the fans.
Yeah.
So, this leads us into a pretty weird tag team match, I should say.
Makes no sense to me. I don't even understand.
I mean, the only reason
I don't even understand how this is a fucking thing. Wait,
The reason why I can see them putting these four together is obviously Kato and Gannon are together. Gannon was recruited by Kato to join his stable. Justin Idol and Kato have been going nose to nose for past couple shows. And then Gannon and Ryan, after that whole attack, are kind of like at ends meet. So it was Justin Idol and one of her favorites, not Ryan Rain, versus Kato and Pro Wrestling's All-Star Gannon Jones Jr.
I just want to say on camera that Ryan Rain had the meanest camel toe.
So for those of you that don't know that voice, that is the voice of Landon Payne, and he's calling Ryan Rain out for having a camel toe.
AKA Mangina.
Yes.
Raging mangina.
Kato and Gannon were dominating this match.
They did a very good job of cutting the ring in half. They isolated Justin Idol and pretty much just beat the shit out of Justin Idol. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they did. Ryan Rain got pissed off, but not enough to do anything about it.
He has sand in his vagina.
Mangina.
Like,
Well, same thing. So Justin eventually gets the hot tag. Ryan comes in, cleans house. Basically.
I guess.
Who comes out? Shirley Doe.
It says, believe in nothing, and then flicks him off. So somewhere out there,
He-
Pav Novak has a raging boner.
Yeah, he flicked off Kato to distract him long enough for Ryan Rain to roll him up and pin him 1, 2, 3. Justin Idol, Ryan picked up the victory.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't get that at all. But what happened at the end? You want to talk about that?
So, Locked and Loaded, once again, comes through the audience. Tell
Well,
them about Gannon.
well, not locked and loaded, just because Gannon was already out there.
That's true, I'm sorry.
Duke Davis came out of nowhere.